Greetings, everyone.
Greetings. Welcome.
Welcome to the unofficial BWBA series.
Why do we say unofficial? Because I know some people might like unofficial.
Because
we should explain why we say that.
So it's unofficial because coming up in 2016, we will launch our official BWBA series. Very, very pointed with very specific topics. Like we wing it on these shows, right? On these ones, we just really just press play and you guys get what you get. So on the next ones, on the ones in 2016, they will all have purpose to them. Not that these don't have purpose, but
they'll be more directed, specific, like you said,
scripted maybe a little.
We'll have guests.
We'll have
actual
guests.
Series. So we'll, might have 4 videos of one topic.
Absolutely.
Going into, so
that's why it's unofficial.
Right. We should explain that.
Yeah. So today, first we want to say peace be unto everyone.
Peace be unto you.
But what we will be touching base on today is getting your 2015 in order to go into 2016.
Yeah.
So kind of getting everything
preparation,
prep work for the new year. Kind of going out with a bang, coming in with a wop. You know what I'm saying? So
So I'm Kenya.
I'm Camilla.
Yeah, and so we have 5 things we want to cover with you today. We'll just get right into it.
Yeah.
And
please, feedback is very important on topics. The topics that we actually talk about. We've gotten a lot of good feedback, and we totally appreciate that. And we are looking for much more feedback than we've been getting from different areas. So
let us know what topics, and we'll do some more market research to find out what you're interested in knowing more about.
Yes,
there's a lot of exciting things coming up, but knowing what you're interested in matters too. So
absolutely
hit us up, let us know, inbox. Even post right on the video.
Yeah. But be nice. Dang.
It's all good.
Okay, so number 1, it is make a list. Make a list.
Make a list of the things that you're currently working on, the things you currently have going on in 2015. What you want to do is just map the stuff out and just take a step back. And it's the holiday season. Folks got a little time, maybe, just take a good hour and just map out the things that are currently going on in 2015.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yep.
You want to add to that?
Just what you just said. Just looking at what you currently have going on, so that you can actually have a clear picture on where you've been, where you're at, where you're going.
What you have left to do.
Sure.
Because if you just keep it, I say my method is to get the big Post-it note and, put it on the wall and just map it all out. Don't think through it like in your head.
Yeah.
Get it out.
Put it out.
Yeah.
If it's in your head, put it out there and then you can kind of massage it and put it together after.
Yeah, it creates more space for thinking and
very
feeling
much so
stress-free.
Yeah.
But just map out, once again, all the things that you have going on right now so that you can, again, get a clear picture of what you need to complete for 2015 and what things you can complete, because you may not be able to do everything, and as you were saying, you might just have to cut your losses.
Cut it off
on some things.
Yeah. So number 2 is clean out and organize. That's very interesting because I have piles of stuff. Like I have a really big box full of stuff, papers and mail and just stuff, that I need to kind of have to go through. And I look at it and be like, I'll get to this later and I'll throw it, I have really, that's why you need an assistant sometimes.
It can be intimidating, but you feel so much better when you go through and just organize.
Absolutely.
All that mail that's piled up, in the corner and them drawers, them junk drawers, run through them. It might take a good. I had so much stuff piled up when I was moving. I had to have a girlfriend come over, and it took us about 2 hours and just, I mean, it was boxes and stuff. All the meetings and stuff you go to, you get all this paper.
Yeah.
When everything is digitalized now, so it's like, why do you
have all that?
You know, but called the girlfriend over. She was willing to help, and you know, we just went through it, and I would say 90% of that stuff was tossed out.
Yeah.
Old mail wasn't used for holding on to things that I can find on the internet now. There was no need to have all the paper.
Right.
You know.
And there's a lot of tools that you can actually use to stay organized right here, right now.
Yeah.
And, you know, going forward, we'll have some guests come on and talk about organization.
Yeah, which is
So
key.
it is very much so.
But get those junk drawers together.
But not just the junk drawers, you know, email.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about it long, but people look at me. Somebody just would happen to be next to me, and they'll see I have 20,000 emails. See, I don't like to purge emails though. I don't like to, because I feel like I always have to go back and you know, if I lose something or whatever.
Well, what my method quickly is this. Is because you know the timer's still going. We don't have timer today, but she just, you know, y'all seen her in the other videos about the time.
Just saying.
But my method is I just have different emails. I have, you know, one email is just, it's out of control. It's just, I know that I just need to go there and find out what event, fundraiser, or something that's going on. And I rarely, if you want to contact me, that is not the email. The business email, I only give it out for business purposes. When I go to events and stuff like that, I do, when I sign up for things, you know, because anytime you put your email down, you signing up. I don't care what they say. You're signing up to receive updates for different things.
Absolutely.
And so that clogs up your email.
Yep.
When you sign petitions online, all of that. So I use the email that's already getting that stuff coming in. But if it's something serious, I target it to different emails, and that helps me manage it a lot more than I had before. So therefore, that's the best way I can organize that.
Right. So voicemail is also another key component. Yeah, when we talked about voicemails in our last video, that was something we didn't touch on. You know, is when we call somebody's voicemail and it's full, like, really? Okay, fine. But clear out your voicemails. Get a voicemail service where you can hold more than 10 voicemails. That would kind of help. You know?
Well, with the smartphones now, like you have the voice caller where you can actually see the individual voicemails, and you can go through them and decide which ones to keep or get rid. You know, so you can which ones to keep or get rid of, etc.
Yeah.
So you can actually see that, and right now that's you can organize that way.
Yep.
So we have you take care of this.
Okay, no problem. We have email, voicemail, and paper. So get those pieces of the puzzle in order. And the third one is review personal, professional, and business relationships. So that's huge, right? Because you have to literally look at where you're at in your different relationships and what serves you and what doesn't serve you. So when you're looking at all of those, you know, business relationships, did they assist you in being prosperous in 2015 or 2014, and you kind of rolled them over into your new relationships, into your new year. So personal relationships, so everybody knows about dealing with their personal relationships. Are they good? Do they serve you?
And how? I mean, I think that the way that I, again, will do it once again, I believe you need to write everything out and really just take that time. Because sometimes you don't know what's really in your head until you write it out.
Sure.
And so I say, once again, get Post-it notes, the big Post-it note, or if you want to just do it on the computer type, whatever your method is. My method is to, on the wall, Post-it notes, and put it into categories. Who are the adders? The people who add good value to your life. That's one header. Who are the subtractors? The people who just take, and they give nothing back. They just take. Who are the people who divide, or always like maybe divisive or causing chaos, and you know, and who are the people who are the multipliers, who you benefit, you grow from, like there's many different things.
Absolutely.
And sometimes
King is a multiplier for me.
Likewise, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I subtract that. No, never. Only the bad things.
Yeah.
We should remove those things away.
Right.
But I would say, one idea is to put it into those four categories. And then sometimes the same person might fit under more than one, and that's okay. But I think it's a good, healthy way for you to analyze the current relationships you have and the way you understand how people affect you or add value or take away.
Sure.
And it's okay.
Absolutely.
If it's family or whatever. I mean, you just, the idea is to just get it out of your head so that you can put these people into a perspective in your life forward. You can be intentional about how you deal with them forward.
Yeah, and again, you can look at that across all the boards, whether it's personal, professional, or business.
That's right.
Did that business relationship actually, did it make you money or did it cost you money? Because I have a couple business relationships this year. Yeah, you're done, and you guys know who you are. You're done.
And you can look at your perspective. I would say, well, you go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. We can move on to number 4 because we said a lot there, but
we can also look at perspective relationships too, or were we going to cover that in another area? And the goal setting.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
Setting, so.
Oops.
She'll never follow me. But, I mean, she do, but
you can't be saying that about me.
No, she's good. Okay, so number 4 is review and reflect. So that's basically looking at your accomplishments for your past, 12 months and kind of evaluating what did you get done, actually looking at, man, I did this, I made this happen. I cultivated some relationships that actually kind of bloomed into huge benefits, right? Hands down, when you're looking at your accomplishments and don't short yourself, right? Because we work hard all year long, and we can always pick out all the bad stuff, right? Let's look at the good stuff. Let's look at the bright side of things and see, just what we have done and how
maybe
we
you
can
paid your
continue
rent
to move
on
forward.
time for the first time in your life for like 6 months straight. That's an accomplishment. Listen, it's a level. It means that you're probably moving to being more thoughtful about, more responsible, more organized, more on top of your stuff. Some people
I guess so. I'm a landlord, so for me, if all year long you haven't paid your rent on time, you're no longer in.
But I'm just
my
saying.
property.
But if your tenant paid their rent for 6 months, like let's say you've been working with them for a year, they pay it. They just pay it late all the time, and then they finally get to a place, and you work with them because they pay it, right?
Yeah.
And then 6-8 months they just been on top of their stuff paying their rent.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be like, okay, they're kind of getting it together a little bit, right?
Yeah, I guess. I would. Okay. Yeah.
That's capital. You want the